Now before I get started, a short preamble. I really should have written this down and said it to you, but two revelations which I'm sure will come as a huge shock. I'm not the most organised of men, and secondly, I can't write very well, and my spelling's fucking atrocious, so it's probably best that I utilise my abilities in speech and the ability to press record or a video camera. And also, yes mum, I will have a shave. But without further ado, father of mine, primarily and principally, congratulations. You are officially a senior citizen. You have reached those poetic golden years, those years in which you can look forward to pottering around, playing golf, reduced rail fare and deciding which slipper/corduroy pant combination best suits the inevitable Barry Unsworth. And yes sir, the working life as you have known it has reached its twilight, and you can look back with no small measure of pride on a very successful and worthwhile career. A career of being one of the few who can get through to the baddies, of on-the-fly maintenance and upkeep in your place of work. You are, without a doubt, the only deputy principal skilled in the art of dead possum removal. You should be proud, too, of your innovative behaviour control techniques, which have been implemented on students and staff alike, starting with the best angry teacher voice in the business and ranging through a subtler skill set involving bribery. Right, you little tay rag, I'll open up the drain, you climb down and clean it, and we'll go halves in the change. Pass cajoling, you fellows think you're big and strong, eh? Let's see who can move the most reams of paper the quickest. To carefully crafted insults. Shut up, Finno, you whinging bastard. With this veritable toolbox of talents, you have carved yourself a niche of being the only man in Mossvale who every dropkick, dead shit and drongo under the age of 35 has at one time been frightened of. That said, they are the ones who approach you most readily for a chat and to catch up. This is completely due to the fact that you are one of the most decent, fair and understanding blokes I've ever known. You give them a fair go, a chance to succeed. And even through the haze of alcoholism, busted knuckles and cyclical family trees, they realise this and appreciate it. More so than this, you have accomplished a great deal in your family as well. Very few men are presented with the challenge of raising such different boys. Yet you have done so with little aplomb, much love, and most of all humour. We all realise, though Morgan may phrase it differently and call me a sentimental puff for putting it as such, that you support us and love us very much. This you display through the evident gift you have imparted upon us, the ability to take the piss. Yes, as far as my teenage outbursts may have suggested otherwise, I relish and have relished all of our verbal sparrings. You taught me the importance of wit, and that pride should take a back seat if the other person is funnier or right. It is one of the most important lessons I have learnt, and has allowed me to live a very strange and varied life, whilst remaining majoritively very happy indeed. So thank you. In preparation for this recorded speech, I have prepared a list of memories I felt were indicative of Graham Smut. Incidences and qualities that typify you. They are as follows. Your ability to name and differentiate between every make of Holden from the FJ till the mid-80s. Your oft-noted, might I add, fixation with particular woodworking styles, best remembered via phone conversations with Mum during calls home. How's Dad? He's making tables. How's Dad? He's on the boxes. How's Dad? He's bought a lathe and has made a lot of very phallic-shaped mushrooms. It's a bit strange, really. Your woodplane collection. Only one man on earth has a woodplane collection. It has to be you. Your verbal self-abuse, which, by the way, you have passed on, Hardly a day goes by where I don't find myself muttering slowly over my breath, "You stupid bastard, Smitty." Why does Morgan get one and I don't? Because we like him better than you. Best line in parenting ever. The time at Universal Studios where you drank a frozen lemonade and suffered an ice cream headache for the first time in your life. "Oh, I'm having a stroke." You're not having a stroke, Dad. It's just an ice cream headache. "Nah, I'm dying." I don't mention it because it's particularly indicative of anything. It was just really fucking funny. The bikes. Dad, you are the only bloke in the history of history to be happy when a doctor told them that their knees were buggered. This is because the doctor also added that you should do low impact exercise, like bike riding. If I remember correctly, you asked him for it in writing. If in doubt, chuck it out. A mantra which I'm sure you'll be surprised to learn I now live my life by. And if it can't be fixed with a hammer, it's probably broken. Your ability to sink a hook shot from halfway, which when I was 10 years old was the coolest thing I had ever seen, and still ranks in the top 10. Your natural affinity with technology. No, that's just a lie. But joking aside, by far, the greatest thing which you've imparted upon me is your fatalism. It is possibly the only retrospective quality you possess, and is precisely logical, empathetic, and yet not emotional. You taught me that sometimes shit happens, and it is shit, but it's pointless trying to point blame or wallow in self-pity. Shit happens. Okay. How do we move on from here? It is through adoption and emulation of this core philosophy that I have been able to live through a lot of shit on the other side of the world. And more so than this, I've been happy. I've been able to be very, very happy. So thank you. Now I hope that wasn't too painful, not too beset with hallmark emotion, nor mired in sentimentality. To paraphrase, Dad, I am an incredibly lucky man to have a father such as you. You have shown me the way. Now there's not much left to say, save for thank you. I love you very much. Cheers, and happy birthday, you old bastard.